Oh, alright. Hey, everybody out there. Fucking TV. Let me lower the volume here. I'm watching Family Guy, if you're wondering what I'm watching on the TV. For everybody, it's me once again. Mr. 707 legend. Jose. But they also call me the Space Cowboy. Some people call me Maurice. It's a stupid joke. Anyway. Today I wanted to do a DVD, Blu-ray, and video game update. I thought, why not show off? I got a bunch of games as well as... Hey, everybody out there in YouTube. It's Mr. 7... God damn it, motherfucker! Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully the goddamn phone doesn't start ringing again, because otherwise I'm gonna have to throw it across the room. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm doing a DVD, Blu-ray, and video game update. Bought a bunch of games as well as movies, so I might as well show them off too. Let me start with the Blu-rays because I have less of those. First up, my favorite movie of 2011, as you already know, is Warrior. Love this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It's just an awesome movie. I love the film. I'm gonna praise this film, as much as I can because I really enjoy it. I thought Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton, who were right there, did a really great job, and Nick Nolte, who plays their dad, he does a really great job as well. And just a very underrated movie. It wasn't a huge hit at the box office, but hopefully more people will check it out. And the Blu-ray looks really good. So yeah, that's Warrior. Alright. Next up, The Incredible Hulk on Blu-ray, and it comes in this cool little green case, and there's a DVD inside too, but it doesn't I know it doesn't say here, but it does have a DVD. But they put it in like this in a slipcase for some reason. It's a DVD and a digital copy disc, which I don't know why they put it in like this. But yeah, I like The Incredible Hulk. It's definitely better than Ang Lee's Hulk, which I saw in the theater. I saw this in the theater as well as Ang Lee's Hulk, which I don't hate Ang Lee's Hulk. I think it has its moments, but I just felt this was much better. It was a much more entertaining movie. It has a better ending. I think the Hulk looks better, and it doesn't have any of those stupid split screens that were in Hulk, which I hated. I didn't know what the point of that was, and this has this cool little 3D cover there. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, The Incredible Hulk. Fun movie. Really enjoy it. Next up, very underrated film. It was also one on my top 10 films of 2011. Cowboys and Aliens, the Blu-ray DVD digital copy. Very fun, underrated film. I saw this in the theater, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. Daniel Craig was great. Harrison Ford did a really good job. I liked this. I thought it was a fun movie. It was one of my favorite films of 2011, as you already know. But yeah, Cowboys and Aliens. It's a really solid film. I haven't seen the Blu-ray yet, or the extended version, but I want to check it out. Sooner. One of these days. So yeah, Cowboys and Aliens. Next up, this is a quadruple feature I got at Walmart for $8. It's 4 Jackie Chan films: Operation Condor, Operation Condor 2, which is actually the first one, but it's really called Armor of God, and Operation Condor is the sequel. Project A and Project A2. I got this mainly for Project A and Project A2. I've seen Project A. It's a pretty fun film. I love the fact that Sammo Hung's character in that, his name is Fats. When I first saw Project A and I heard them call him Fats, I don't know, I just thought that was really funny. I busted out laughing when they called him that. Fats. Hey, Fats. What do you want, Fats? What are you doing here, Fats? I just thought that was funny. And I really like Operation Condor. That's one I used to watch a lot back in the day, Operation Condor. And Operation Condor 2, which is actually the first one, it's just called Armor of God. I haven't seen that one yet, or Project A2. So I did put these on to look at them. Operation Condor 1 and 2 look pretty good. Project Day 1 and 2 look pretty bad. There's a lot of grain on there, but from what I've read, the DVDs look pretty awful. I already had Operation Condor 1 and 2 in a double feature pack, but I got this, like I said, it was $8, and I get these two movies, and I got these two movies mainly for these two, and it was $8, so I figured, what the hell. For $8, these two look good, these two look pretty bad, but the DVDs don't look any better. So there you go. Next up, Evil Dead 2, 25th Anniversary Edition. Really cool cover there. It's better than the older cover. I'm glad I found this too at Walmart. It was at Walmart in this this bin, which had a bunch of Blu-rays for $8, and this was the last copy of Evil Dead 2 that was in there, and I'm glad I got it because it's got a lot of cool special features that were not on the DVD. And I haven't seen this yet, but I really like this movie. This is my favorite of the franchise, Evil Dead 2. I really do love the films. And, this is my favorite, and that's just a really cool cover. That's the original cover, and I'm glad they used it. But yeah, Evil Dead 2, 25th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray for $8. The last one they had at Walmart, so I'm glad I got it. And the last Blu-ray, I don't actually have the box, but I do have the slipcase. It's Fast 5, which was also in my top 10 of 2011. I let my godmother borrow the movie. She wanted to borrow an action movie, so I gave her this. But I kept the slipcase so I could show you guys that I did buy it. So yeah, that's Fast 5. That's an awesome movie, by the way. And now let's get to the DVDs. Now these first 4 I got at my local pawn shop. I went to go sell some stuff, and I told them that I wanted these 4 movies, and they just took what this added up to. They took it out of the amount of money they were going to give me, for the stuff I was selling. So I got On Deadly Ground with Steven Seagal. I know it's not one of his better films, but I still like it, In Every Way, The Equal of Under Siege. What movie did this guy see? It's not considered one of his best, but I like it. I mean, the third act, the finale on the oil rig, as stupid as it is, because he's trying to save the environment by blowing up an oil rig, doesn't really make much sense, but it's still a pretty fun movie. The bullshit in the middle, though, where he's with the Inuit people and the whole thing where he fights a bear and stuff like that, it's silly, but I still like the movie. It was basically $2. These next couple films that I got. I'm gonna put that. And next up, I got Silent Rage with Chuck Norris, which is like I've heard it described as Chuck Norris taking on. It's like Chuck Norris versus Michael Myers. Which sounds cool. I definitely want to check that out. And I've been curious about this for a long time. I want to check out some other Chuck Norris flicks. I got a couple of them, but I want to see some more of his movies. And I heard this one was really good, so definitely check that one out. This next one doesn't look good at all. It's also a Chuck Norris movie, but I figured, hey, I paid pretty much nothing for it. And the box is kind of damaged. But, what the hell, I'll give it a watch. Top Dog, which is another one of these, Turner and Hooch canine-style movies, teaming up a cop with a dog, And I know what this movie's about, and the plot of the movie's pretty dark for what's supposed to be a kid's film. It is PG-13, but I assume that with a movie with like this, it's like trying to be like a kind of a family movie. It's just, it's about Chuck Norris. They team him up with this dog, but he's trying to stop a white supremacist group from committing a terrorist act on the town that he works in. I mean, that's a bit much for a fucking kids movie. When I heard that that's what the movie's about, I'm like, that's really weird for a fucking kids movie. But I mean, I mean, maybe it's not really a kid's movie, you know? I mean, Turner and Hooch and even K-9 were not really kids' movies, but you know what I mean. It just seems weird. And this next one that was there was unopened. And it's a pretty good movie. It's Gone Baby Gone, which is directed by Ben Affleck. I saw this one on TV a little while ago. I really liked the town, and I wanted to check this one out, so I saw it on TV, and I really liked it, and it's unopened, if you can see right there. I left it unopened to show you guys, so that was cool. And they usually sell this at the pawn shop for $2 a piece, so $2 at a pawn shop for brand new. And I actually like this movie. Had a pretty cool ending. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Kind of a morally ambiguous ending, you know. If you've seen the flick, you know what I'm talking about. I won't go into it because I do think people should check this one out. This is pretty good. I think I kind of like the town a little bit more because I just thought that was I don't know. I kind of like that story a little bit more. But this was still really good. I still like this one. So yeah, that's the town from a pawn shop, brand new and unopened. It's, you know, for $2. So that was cool. And these next couple I got from different places. I know one of these was a gift. This one, Colombiana. This was a gift, but I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I know it was a gift, but I didn't like this movie. I thought it was really lame. There's a lot of stupid, inconsistent shit in the movie. There's not that much action. Most of the action is at the very end. And even then, it's nothing special. She comes in, blows like this building up where the villains are. Comes in with blows up these cars where these bad guys are trying to get away. Comes up with 2 machine guns, kills pretty much all of them, except for the subordinate bad guy, who I actually recognize. The subordinate bad guy is played by the guy who was the main villain in Bad Boys 2. I don't know his name, but that's where I saw him from. He was the bad guy in Bad Boys 2, and she has a fight with him, and she starts like beating him up with fucking toothbrushes. They're having a fight in this bathroom, and she grabs toothbrushes, and she starts with the goddamn toothbrushes. And just, I mean, it's unrated, but it is, you know, the original release was rated R. I mean, Zoe Saldana, she was fine in the film in more ways than one. But the movie was just lame. I mean, it's a revenge film, but there's really not that much revenge going on. Like, she does, you know, the first people we see her kill are just hits, because she becomes a hit woman, and she's doing these hits, just killing these random people. And it has nothing to do with the plot. And she's using lipstick to write this flower on their chests to send a message to the drug lords that killed her family that she's out there. But for what? So that they will come after her and then she can get them easily? But why would they do that if they know that you want to kill them? Why would they come after you in the first place? And the whole thing with the flowers drawn on the dead people's chests, that leads up to nothing. It was pointless. So then what the fuck was the point of that? It leads to nothing. It's just not a good movie. I really did not like it. And I can overlook stupid shit if the movie was action-packed. But it's not. It's lame. Most of the action is at the end, and it's nothing special. So, this movie just sucked. It was like the second worst movie I saw of 2011. I know it was a gift, but I'm probably going to end up selling it at my pawn shop. I'd rather have 75 cents in my pocket than this movie in my collection. It was a gift, but it's not like my mom gave it to me. It was a friend of the family. I mean, so I'm not keeping this. I didn't like this at all. I just thought this was a shitty movie. This next one I got at Walmart. It's my second favorite movie of 2011. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Very fun movie. Really like these two guys, Alan Tudyk and Taylor Labine, who always remember him as Sock from the TV show Reaper, which is a really funny show, by the way. If you guys have not seen Reaper, definitely check that show out. It only lasted 2 seasons, but it was a really fun show, and he was my favorite character on it. Very funny movie. I was pleasantly surprised by this film. I had heard good things. I downloaded it. I watched it at one of my buddy's house, and just a very fun film. Really enjoyed it. Very surprising, and get a lot of special features. Which one thing I will say about Magnolia or Magnet Entertainment, they put all the features they put on the Blu-rays, they put on the DVDs as well. Because I looked it up, and all the features that are right there, those are on the Blu-ray as well. So, you know, I wish more companies did that, but, you know, that's one thing I like about Magnolia. They put all the features on the DVD as well. But yeah, just a really funny film. A lot of gory practical effects. Highly recommend this one. It's my second favorite film, 2011. Next up, I had seen the one before this, and I wanted to check this one out, even though I heard it's not that good. Scanners, The Showdown. I've got Scanner Cop. It's back there on my shelf. And I liked it. I liked Scanner Cop. It was a pretty fun movie. And this was the last Scanners movie, and it's basically a sequel to Scanner Cop. And this guy's the villain. That's Patrick Kilpatrick. He was the Sandman in Death Warrant. He's been in a bunch of movies. And I know this movie's probably not that good, but I got it. You know, it's out of print, so it's kind of hard to find. So I bought it cheap online. It was, you know, I don't want to see it. I know it's probably not going to be that good, but I want to check it out. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's not as bad as people say it is. And this one I also bought on Amazon. This is Chocolate. It's a martial arts movie from the director of Ong Bak and The Protector. She's sweet, but deadly. I heard this was pretty good. A really solid martial arts flick. And, you know, I love martial arts movies. I'm a sucker for martial arts flicks. So, you give me a lot of crazy, fun martial arts sequences, and I'll probably like the movie. You know. But yeah, Chocolate. And I heard it's actually really good. Really good martial arts flicks. It's about a girl who, I think she's mentally handicapped. She's like autistic. And the reason it's called Chocolate is because she likes to eat chocolate. And then she learns martial arts basically by watching martial arts movies. So that's how she learns martial arts. You know, she learns martial arts by watching movies, and then her mother becomes... I think her mother gets kidnapped by people that... or something. What is this? No, not kidnapped. That is... in her alien mother's diary. Shit, it's fun. All that goes to collecting. Leads her to her father. I don't know if you remember the okay. I'm not gonna read that. Anyway, that's Chocolate. You know, might be a fun martial arts flicks. You know, like I said, I'm a sucker for martial arts. This next one was $5 at Walmart. This was Mirrors. I heard that this was a pretty solid flick. Rainbow Rat for Life. He reviewed the film, and it sounded interesting. I usually don't go for these Asian ghost movie remakes because they're just not my thing. I don't even like The Ring, to be perfectly honest. I don't even like that movie. They just don't appeal to me. I can't get into them, and they're all kind of the same. You know, they're just not for me. You know, even The Ring. I know a lot of people think that's probably the best one. I don't even like that movie, to be honest. I don't even like The Ring. And I fucking hate, like, The Grudge and The Grudge 2. Those movies are fucking awful. But I heard this was pretty good. I like Kiefer Sutherland, and it was $5 at Walmart, so I got it. You know, it might be good. Haven't seen it yet. Alright. Let's see what else I got. Also, I got these both at Walmart, $5 each. Final Destination and Final Destination 2. They're the only ones in the franchise I liked. Part 3 is okay. Part 4 is a fucking awful movie. Part 5, I don't give a shit. Next up, also for $5 at Walmart, Bullet with Steve McQueen. I had heard some good things about this movie. I heard it's got like one of the best car chases in a movie. It is an older film. It's from the late 60s, 1968, yeah. And I don't know, I wanted to see it. It was for $5. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Look at that. I didn't notice that until now. Disc 1. Warner Brothers, basically, and it's got the commentary by the director and the theatrical trailer. Warner Brothers basically just took the first disc from the 2-disc edition, repackaged it, and sold it like this. Wow. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. It was $5. I just wanted to check out the flick. I heard it was good. Haven't seen it. I actually never seen anything with Steve McQueen. So, yeah, we'll see how that is. Bullet. Next up is a drama that I saw a little while ago. It's a film that, if you're a Latino, it's an important film, and I am Latino, I'm Mexican. It's kind of an important film, because it's speaking to our people, especially young Latinos. And that film is American Me, starring Edward James Olmos. Very solid drama. I actually really like this movie. It's basically the story of this guy named Santana who's been in basically as a kid he started up this gang. He ended up in juvie, and he's basically spent most of his life in prison, and he started a powerful game called La M, the Mexican Mafia. And if you can see right there, the bald guy, that's William Forsythe, who plays his right-hand man who's white, but he talks and acts Latino. He's like, Chale ese, this is what we get. The Italians are running the show down here, man, but they're getting sloppy, man. He talks like that. And Kerry Takawa, Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat, the bad guy from Showdown in Little Tokyo, he's in this too as a member of the gang. And I was kind of confused by that, because is Kerry Takawa playing a Mexican, or is he playing an Asian that they let join the gang? Because like I said, William Forsythe, he's white, but him and Edward James Olmos were friends for a long time. They were the first two the first two people who started up the gang when they were younger. So I just thought that was weird. Was Kerry Takawa playing a Mexican American? Because he doesn't look it. So that was weird. Seeing Kerry Takawa say stuff like "Chale, man, Simon," But it's a really good movie. Even if you're not Latino, I think it's still a really solid flick. Edward James Olmos does a good job. Granted, for the most of the film, he's very stone-faced, very stoic, but I guess that's kind of the point, that the character is not supposed to be, he's not supposed to be weak, he's supposed to be a tough guy, and except for, a lot of powerful moments, like, he finds out that, well, now, maybe I won't tell you that, that's kind of a major spoiler, and there's one scene where he's talking to this girl that he meets when he gets out of prison, and she basically tells him that, that he's not a good person, that, you're not helping your people, you're just, you're ruining, you're making things worse for them, She's like, what hope do our children have with people like you in the world? And even though I've lived pretty much I live in a small town in California, I didn't grow up in East LA, but, the fact that there are other Mexican Americans who do succumb to this lifestyle and end up joining gangs and being drug dealers, mainly because they feel like they got nowhere else to go, and they even say, this gang, this name, this barrio, man, this clica, man, this is all we got, Holmes, and they just want to feel like they belong somewhere, and they end up joining these gangs. And Edward James Olmos is trying to make this movie to show that that's really not the choices that people should make. Very good movie, and it's a very powerful film. The very last shot of the movie is very powerful as well. Yeah, very solid film. I actually really like this one. I think it's probably the best movie he's done, Everything's Almost. And he directed it as well. He directed the film. But, yeah, very good movie, American Me. I really like this one. Next up is a comedy I enjoyed. Didn't do too well at the box office or critically, but I thought it was funny. 30 minutes or less with Jesse Eisenberg, Danny McBride, Aziz Ansari, and Nick Swardson. God damn it. No, well, Nick Swardson, I don't really like Nick Swardson that much, but he was okay in this. He was fine. Him and Danny McBride had some decent back and forth. And there's the pack with the monkey mask. Basically, Jesse Eisenberg plays a slacker pizza boy. Danny McBride and Nick Swardson force him to rob a bank by putting a bomb on him, and he gets his buddy Aziz Ansari, I can't pronounce his last name, Aziz, he gets his buddy Aziz to help him rob a bank. It's a pretty funny movie. I think some people might get annoyed by Aziz Ansari, but I don't mind him. I think it's pretty funny. He was on the sketch comedy show called Human Giant that was on MTV, which he was pretty funny in that. And overall, he was pretty funny in this. I didn't mind him. It's a pretty fun movie. I like that. I thought it was funny. Next up, another comedy. Get Him to the Greek, starring Jonah Hill and Russell Brand. I know Russell Brand, he's not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not a huge fan of the guy. That movie Arthur, which I know is a remake, looks like shit. It didn't look funny at all. And here he's playing the Aldous Snow character he was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which I also like. I like that movie also. I thought it was pretty funny. This I thought was really funny. I like Jonah Hill, and even Russell Brand had some really funny moments as well. He was good in this. I thought he was funny in this. Even P. Diddy, he's in this. He was really funny, and the sad to say, the way he acted in this, P. Diddy, that's probably how he is in real life. But yeah, this was a really funny movie, Get Into the Greek. I was really surprised. I had a lot of fun with this. Like, there's one scene where Jonah Hill gets all drunk and shit, and he's having sex with this girl in a toilet in the bathroom, and he's sitting down on the toilet, and the bitch is like on top of him, and he's like, "Ah, God, my ass is getting wet." It's really funny. I like the movie. It was funny. So yeah, let's Get Into the Greek. Check it out. Even if you don't like either of these two guys, I'd still say it's worth the watch, because I honestly thought it was pretty funny. Next up is a double feature of Cheech and Chong's next movie and Born in East LA. I saw Born in East LA a long time ago. Cheech and Chong's next movie I saw a long time ago. I remember these being pretty funny. I remember, the ending of Born in East LA where he gets all the people to fucking run down to the border. But they come like this in their own little cases. That's one thing I like about these Universal double features. They just take the movies and they put them in one box, which is cool. So yeah, I wanted to check these out. And this was, I think, $5 at Walmart for 2 movies. And next up, we got Blue Streak, my favorite Martin Lawrence movie. Probably the last really good movie he was in. Well, I like Bad Boys too, but like by himself. Blue Streak. And to be honest, he hasn't really been in that many great movies, even back in the day. I really like that show he was on, Martin. His sitcom. I actually really like that show. I like to pick that show up on DVD. But yeah, I got this for $5. This is a fun movie, Blue Streak. I saw this in the theater back in the day. And I still really enjoy it. It's probably, it's my favorite. I would say it's my favorite Martin Lawrence movie. Next up is a triple feature of The Chronicles of Riddick. You got Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and Dark Fury, which is the animated movie. It's an animated movie that bridges the gaps. It takes place between Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. It takes place between those two movies. I saw Pitch Black a long time ago. It was actually one of the first movies I saw on DVD when I got a DVD player back in the day. I wasn't a huge fan of the film, but I don't remember that much of it, so I want to see it again to give it a shot. And Chronicles of Riddick, I had on DVD, but the DVD was scratched, so it didn't work, so I threw it away. And I never seen Dark Fury, but I don't know. I wanted to give these movies a shot because I like Vin Diesel. You know, who knows? They might be good. I haven't seen them yet, but this was $13 at Walmart, so I figured, what the hell. Next up, $5, Walmart, The Chase with Charlie Sheen before he went apeshit crazy. Let's be honest, Charlie Sheen was always crazy. He just got crazier. Okay, this is an action comedy with Charlie Sheen and who's that? Christy Swanson. I was kind of on the fence about this movie because what is the movie? Just them in a car, outrunning the cops and shit like that. But I read some pretty decent reviews of the film, and I wanted to see some more of Charlie Sheen's older flicks from back in the day. Like I wanted to see this. I wanted to check out Terminal Velocity. This one flick he did called Beyond the Law looks pretty good. Under Pressure, where he plays a crazy person. Won't that be a stretch for him? But The Chase, I like Charlie Sheen. It's too bad that he went apeshit crazy, though. Even though I saw the roast of Charlie Sheen on Comedy Central, he seemed okay. He seemed fine. I mean, I don't know. Alright, I got 3 more. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Jim Carrey flick. This is one of the ones I saw a lot when I was a kid. I saw this one first. Then later on I got the first one. And I like the first one as well. I like to pick that one up. And I really like this movie, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. It's the only sequel that Jim Carrey's ever done. Because I know he doesn't like doing sequels, but I really like this one. Like the part where earthquake test. When he fucking lands the car. When he lands the car. Like a clever. I don't know. I like this movie. Nobody messes with the do. The part where he finds out who the bad guy is. It was you did this, you did that, and you are the one. I forgot the exact words, and then he's like, "You didn't get that? Let me rewind it." But I really like this movie, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. I'd even say it's probably my favorite Jim Carrey flick. I saw that a lot when I was a kid. Next, and Rush Hour 1 and 2, $5 at Walmart. They're essentially the original 1-disc releases of the films that they put in this case. They got all the special features that were in the cases. The only ones I don't like Rush Hour 3. That movie just sucked ass. I really didn't like that movie at all. Jackie Chan looked bored. He looked like he didn't even want to be there. And Chris Tucker was annoying in that movie. Annoying. And he was still funny in the first 2. In that part 3, he was just annoying. He got on my nerves in that movie. But yeah, I like the first 2. And last up, The Rundown. Also for $5 at Walmart. Great movie. It's still my favorite movie with The Rock. It'd be his best movie because I don't like Walking Tall. I thought that movie was lame. I really don't care for the Scorpion King. Scorpion King is okay, but I didn't really care for it that much. I liked Gridiron Gang. That's another one I really liked. I liked that movie, Gridiron Gang. And Fast Five. Fast Five I liked. He wasn't the lead, but you already know I like that movie. But that's 3 movies with him in it that I've liked, and he's made a bunch of movies. I don't really care for his kids' movies. Faster was a piece of shit. Hate that fucking movie. But The Rundown, it's still his best movie. I still enjoy it. Cool ending. I thought Sean William Scott was pretty funny in this as well, and The Rock was just a badass in this movie. And it's too bad that he really just made a lot of crap after this until he made Fast 5. Well, Gridiron Gang. He made Gridiron Gang a little bit after this, but you know, after that he made a bunch of crap, and then he was in Fast 5, and then he was, you know, back in my good graces. And now he's making another fucking kids movie, a sequel to Journey to the Center of the Earth. God damn it, man! You made a bunch of kids movies already. Even how many kids movies did Arnold Schwarzenegger make? Kindergarten Cop, Jingle All the Way, Twins, not really, because that's a comedy. Junior, not really. So, two movies that were really just kids movies: Kindergarten Cop and Jingle All the Way. The Rock has now 4 kids movies. God damn. But anyway, that's my update. Oh, forgot the games. Fuck. Forgot the games. I'm gonna get through this hopefully quickly because I've been talking too much. Uncharted, the first one. Drake's Fortune. I wanted to play that for a while. God of War 3. Awesome game. Those are for PS3. I got a ton of Xbox 360 games. Left 4 Dead, the first one. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Haven't even played the campaign. I've just been playing online. The new, the original Halo Combat Evolved. The Anniversary Edition. Gears of War Triple Pack. Well, it's got Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and then this expansion pack. 007 GoldenEye Reloaded doesn't hold a candle to the original for the Nintendo 64, which is still a great game to this day, but you know, it's alright. And I got some more over here. I got Devil May Cry 4. You can't really see it. Devil May Cry 4. Haven't played yet. Quake 4, which is this, and Devil May Cry 4. These are in really bad shape. I haven't played them yet, but I hope they'll play. I also got Alan Wake. Yeah, a psychological action thriller. Been wanting to play this ever since I heard about it. If you saw this video I did back on my old channel about video games that make cool movies, this was the first one I talked about. It seems like a very fun game. I haven't played it yet, but it's got a cool story. You play as writer Alan Wake. Your wife goes missing. You're in this town called Bright Falls that gets taken over by a supernatural entity known as the Darkness that takes possession of people, and they become, they come after you, and the only way you can hurt them is with light. So you have to, point your flashlight at them and shoot. The light hurts them, and then you can shoot them because they become weak. You can throw flares at them, and that'll cause them to explode and stuff like that. But yeah, Alan Wake. Definitely want to check this one out. And I actually thought about doing a couple playthrough videos because I've got this program, the Honestech VHS to DVD. I can connect this little device to my computer and plug in the RCA cables for my game systems and record some footage. I might do that later on down the road, and this will definitely be one of them because this seems like a really cool game, Alan Wake. And I also got how many was it? 3 more games, but a buddy of mine borrowed them. I got Batman Arkham Asylum, Soul Calibur 4, and Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. But a buddy of mine still has those. He borrowed them. So yeah, that was my long ass update. Blu-rays, DVDs, video games. Don't know when I'll do another one of these because I don't have any more money. I didn't spend all my money on this. This is stuff I bought over the past month. This is I just spent most of my money on bills, so kind of out of cash until my next paycheck. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're wondering if I know I haven't uploaded any more movies for in the past couple in the month or so. I'm gonna be uploading more movies because I'm gonna upload a couple more, maybe two, not two a day. I can't do that because it takes too long. But I'm gonna rip some more movies, and I'm gonna have them saved here on my computer, and I'll upload one as a day, one after another, in a different, not the same day, like I said, but one day one movie, another day another movie. Because I know that's why you're here. That's my bread and butter. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. I got some more stuff coming up for upload. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys later.